Welcome to Click, I'm Spencer Kelly, and welcome to the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park. A couple of years ago, this was the place to be if you wanted to be part of a major sporting event. Of course, there's another one, the World Cup final, coming up this weekend, unless you're watching one of our repeats, in which case, congratulations to Germany. Congratulations to Argentina for winning a really close-fought battle on penalties, what was essentially a walkover. And many people, sports fans or not, do try and make plans to catch these big events live on TV if they can get the signal. And that was the problem Dan Simmons faced when his plans to catch the match were thrown up in the air.
It's being touted as the best World Cup ever. So if you've not got a ticket for the final, it's time to make some plans.
Obviously, one of the best places to see the match is probably here on Copacabana Beach. Or you could watch it in a bar or cafe.
Or you could always watch it at home. But one place football fans definitely won't want to be when the big game is on is up in the air. Because here, well, there's plenty of good movies, but no match.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear children, the big World Cup match from Brazil will shortly be shown live on Sport 24 channel on board this aircraft. Thank you.
For the first time, this World Cup will be shown live to passengers mid-air by 7 airlines signed up to show a live sports channel on long-haul flights. It's not just a business class offering either. Even the seats at the back get a good view, and it seems to have caught on. So how do hundreds of people each get a live feed at the same time while travelling at 600 miles an hour? From its control room in Los Angeles, Panasonic Aviation tracks the 17 satellites that pretty much cover most flight paths around the globe. Each one can deliver up to 50 megabits per second, but that's to be shared between all the aircraft within that satellite's footprint. Although the Wi-Fi on board can get pretty speedy, it needs to be shared itself between the passengers. So a section of the bandwidth is set aside solely for the streaming of live sport. Next year, the company will start focusing the data signals specifically to just a few aircraft at a time, almost doubling data speeds. Specially made antennae on each aircraft need to work in some of the most challenging conditions any electronics could face. First being baked and then frozen to the sub-zero temperatures of 35,000 feet. Next, the equipment needs to be checked for precision and efficiency. A fraction of a degree out and the data rate falls dramatically, which could mean no football.
You have multiple satellites that are required to provide this broadcast globally. But how do you transition from one satellite to another? So let's say from Europe to the Middle East, changing satellites, it has to be timed exactly the same to be able to transition, leave one satellite, reposition the antenna on the aircraft to the next satellite, and pick right back up in the broadcast where you left off. Quite a challenge.
Like other big matches, a single video feed of the World Cup final will be sent to each aircraft, with the passengers then opting in to watch it, so you can't pause or rewind the match. Almost 50 airlines have signed up for the satellite data service on board, which could also be used to personalise our in-flight experience. In a year or so's time, expect airline apps to offer you the opportunity to choose what you want to watch on board before you're on the aircraft. You'll be able to pair your own device to your seat number so that you can pick from the menu what you'd like to eat. And it'll also tell you whether there's something interesting to look at outside the window. How airlines use and charge for the new services that in-flight data can now offer is still being worked out. But as live sport is offered free of charge on more planes, there'll be even fewer places where fans will have to miss a big match. Presuming, of course, they're still interested.
Dan Simmons, a man who mysteriously disappears from the Click office